What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? So I am going to be interviewing Miss Tiffany. She is a boutique owner. And just to give y'all a visual of what she does, definitely heavy on the protect black women. Yes, definitely heavy on that. All the time, always. This is going to be a fun interview, per usual. Hey, Akadandre. All right, y'all. So yeah, we definitely about to get started shortly. Of course, 3:15 is our time. But yeah, like I said, today I am interviewing Miss Tiffany. She is the founder, CEO, all of that of CAAB Customs. Definitely follow her Instagram at CAAB Customs to find all of the amazing attire, as she calls it, the culturally ratchet fashion. It's amazing. I love it. She has catchy slogans. It's amazing. I love her attire. And yesterday I pulled up on her at the Black Wall Street Market, which is something that's going on at the old Target in Lithonia, Georgia. If you're familiar with that area near Stonecrest, she had a booth out there with all of her shirts, hats, Crocs, like everything that you could think of. She made it, and she makes it. So, just being able to pop up on her and be able to support her and to just see her work in person, it was just truly amazing. So this is going to be a great interview. I am excited. And she's also some Ramley family. She went to Albany State University, so I'm excited about that, to talk about our history with that. So let me go ahead and get Miss Tiffany on so we can get this thing started. Because I know y'all trying to recover from the holiday, but it's okay. Because we still gonna get it on and popping. And that's on, period. Y'all have to bear with me, because it seems like every time I get on here and try to do this, it's always, I'm always lost. And it's like my uncle, the only person that it's allowed me to add in this video chat. Hey, I Candy, how you doing? Yes, give you a little wave. All right, let's see. Alrighty. I think it added. All right, it is loading up. Hello, beautiful. How are you?
What's up, lady?
Yes, I love it. Love it. The background. Come on now. Love it. That's what I'm talking about. Good advertisement. Oh my gosh. Does my sound muffled?
Not really.
Okay, cool. All right, so we can go ahead and get started. Just to give you a background overview, I have created a business called the Adulting Crew, and every Monday I have this segment called Career Day, and we pretty much go. I interview someone that's either an entrepreneur or someone that's in corporate or whatever, and just get their insight on how they got into their business, their background, and just their journey to where they are at now. So if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are, what your business is, and then we can go ahead and get started with the questions.
All right, cool beans. Look, this is always a hard part for me. But hello everyone. I'm Tiffany of CAAB Customs. And I always get the question like, what is CAAB? Because it's spelled CAAB. When I initially started, it was I used to create button earrings out of fabric and all kind of stuff like that. And so it was called Cute as a Button. And when I rebranded, I kept the initials from Cute as a Button. And just kind of switched it up a little bit. So that's where the word CAAB comes from.
Okay.
And with the rebrand, CAAB is, as we say, a culturally ratchet brand that gives a voice to the culture, to the for the culture, and then it also gives a voice for the ratchet. You know, we got a little bit of something for everybody.
I love it. Perfect. Okay, so how did you get into the fashion industry? Like, has it always been something that's been just second nature to you? Someone introduced it to you?
I'll definitely say it was definitely second nature. But as far as the type of thing that I do, as far as like, you know, like screen printed tees and things like that, I've always been a person to wear graphic tees. Like I don't care what it was with, dressed up, dressed down, you know, a casual day or dressed up day, I'm always gonna have a statement tee because sometimes you can't say what you want to say, but the tee's for you, you know, that type of thing. So it's always been, you know, that for me. I can remember, and I know you asked me about going to Albany State. I can remember walking the yard with some statement tees on, you know, and people saying, "You bought that for real?" And that's just kind of always stuck with me. So, you know, I knew when I started my line, that was something I kind of wanted to still keep going where people were like, she really said that or she really wore that. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I love it. Definitely some statement pieces because I seen some yesterday. It's like, yeah.
It's like, for me, it's like, you thought it, I said it. That type of thing, yeah.
I definitely can understand that because it is a lot of things where people they won't verbally say it, but if it's on the shirt, it's like, yeah, I could wear it on the shirt, but I might not be able to say it like directly to you.
Exactly.
How long have you been in the fashion industry?
So like I said, I started with the earrings, you know, I was saying that, and all in all, it's been like 8.5 years. I started that about 8 years. I was, and this is probably going to jump into the next question as well. I was teaching school for 11 years, but I've been teaching school. This is probably around my third year teaching. No, my second year teaching. I got laid off, and I was just like, I need something to do. I need something to do, and it was like I gotta have something to do that I can't spend money on. I gotta actually do it myself. And that's how the earring, you know, it's the jewelry business, the accessory business started. And it grew from like accessories, bow ties, purses, and then now what it is today. So it's been like 8.5 years now.
Okay. The earrings and everything like that, you make them yourselves, like even the ones that you had at your shop at this past weekend?
So now I don't. Like, so I have retail Fridays. So I tell people that there's a lot of stuff I have to kind of steer away from doing with my hands, but everything used to be done by hand. So now I know I don't. You know, I definitely buy in bulk sometimes, and I definitely will get things made. Like I have an idea for something, and you know, you tell somebody else, and they make stuff for you. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like you said, it was piggy into the next question. As far as for your corporate job, you said you were working in education, and did you say the only reason that you had like decided to go into the entrepreneur room is because you had got laid off?
So yeah, I got laid off after my second year, but it still wasn't like this was like wholeheartedly what I'm gonna do. It was just a hobby, it was something for me, and so I would make earrings for myself, you know. And then you post some stuff on Facebook, and people are like, "Oh, where can I get that?" And I'm like, "Girl, this mine," you know. Or, you know, it's not that deep, you know, I ain't doing all that. Until somebody was like, "Hey, you should probably make these." So I tried it just to see what it'll do. But I was still teaching. Like I said, that was just low key a hobby. At the time I didn't see it flourishing. And then into my my second school, third year of teaching, I would do it more on the side, like I said, and I still was like, you know, I'm doing it, but okay. And so my third school, I met another lady there at the school who also taught school, but she had a t-shirt line, so she showed me like the foundation of what what started. And so she gave me that, and she was like, a lot of stuff you're gonna have to learn on your own. And I get it, you can't give people everything, you know. So she kind of gave me the foundation, you know, the building blocks, and I just kept building from there. So and then my 11th year teaching. My first year teaching, I said, I give this 10 years. This is not my ministry. Like I love working with kids, just not in that realm. So, cause it's too four walls, you know what I'm saying? So many, only
Yeah.
so much I can do, you know. So
Mhm.
I like doing like nonprofit stuff, like where I can go in and I can be real with kids, you know. But
Mhm.
my 10th year came and I was like, I'm scared. Not ready. And that 11th year was probably the hardest year I've ever had as a teacher. Even the year I got laid off, like that 11th year was rough. Like every day walking in there, it was tough. And it was
Mhm.
like my push because I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what I was passionate about, but I was still like, no. And that even the 11th year, I was kind of teeter-tottering on, was I going to go full time in my business, or was I going to still put it to the back burner and still work on it on the side? Because it had gotten to a point where I would do that full time, get my son, come home, and do that all night till like be five in the morning, get up, well,
Just
just
start
move from
all
my
over.
desk and then go on, you know, and it's over and over and over. And it was just like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work at all.
Oh, okay. Um, Gosh, what was I just about to say? What was your subject that you taught in school? Was it art by any chance, or you actually like
Yeah,
took like the?
no, it was fun. I taught health and peace.
Okay,
I taught
cool.
peace. Yeah, yeah,
That okay, okay. I could definitely see that. So you could definitely still be, coming up with unique type of different things for them to do in that aspect. Letting your artistic side come out. So with physical
exactly.
education, did you well outside of course, the young lady who told you, you have to get everything from you won't be. I guess in the sense spoon fed everything. What trials or tribulations did you face creating your business? And did you try different areas of what am I trying to say? Oh, I'm having a brain fart. Did you try different areas in the fashion industry? Like, did you say, okay, I'm gonna just do everything, like hats, shirts, shoes, things like that, or you started with one particular thing, like with the earrings, and then branched out? Did you do that
So,
as
like
well
I
with your
said, I
fashion?
started with the earrings, but for me, the earrings weren't it either. I
Okay.
like doing them. Like I said, it was for me, but I knew I wanted to do tees. I knew it.
Okay.
And so I started with just the tees. And honestly, I didn't even have a line. I just would make custom stuff for people and then put it out there. And then I started making like my own designs and putting them out there. And people were like, okay. So for me, I was like, because I wanted to have a line of things
Mhm.
that were just like some of my sayings, some of the things I say amongst my friends, or some of the things that I saw, or some of the things that were um, socially based, like what we're going on, what's in it now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's when I started creating my line. And it moved somewhat away from the custom. I still do custom, but not as much as I used to, and not so much what I used to do, because it was like birthday shirts and wedding shirts and things like that.
Mhm.
More so do customs for businesses now, with their logos or their sayings and things like that. Something people order in bulk or wholesale,
Okay.
as opposed to one here, one piece there, one piece there. But I do have the option on my site for people to get, some of their custom sayings and some of the things they want to say on my on a t-shirt.
Okay, cool. Okay, I don't think I had seen that on the website when I was looking that you could do like your own
Mm-hmm.
custom. Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
Now that I think about it, I
it's a
think I
link at the
seen
top. Let's say custom, CAAB Customs or custom something. It's a tab. It said custom. I know that much.
I
I got to go back.
forget. Now that I said that, I think I do remember seeing it at least in your Instagram bio or something like
Yeah.
that, where it said you can customize your own stuff. Okay. What advice would you, or what foundation information would you give to somebody who wanted to start like their own um, clothing line or clothing boutique? Is there, and then can you also give like a second answer for this? Is there a difference between actual just a boutique and a clothing store? Is there like really a major difference between those two?
Because not really. I don't think so at all.
Okay.
And then, it just depends. It'll depend on, going to your question. It's going to depend on what the person actually wants. Like right now, I'm online based. Okay.
Mhm.
So, and I definitely want to have a small brick and mortar with, or just a small storefront with not everything I have. Cause like most online stores, their online is way more massive than their, storefront. I mean, we can go in
Mhm.
like Old Navy or somewhere, and not all of the stuff you find online, you're going to find in the store. So I still want to keep my online store, but I definitely want something people can pop in and, because people always want to put like a face with a business. But advice I would give someone starting, I would definitely say know your audience, know your product, and actually just know what you want to do. Because I see people, they'll start stuff and it kind of be all over the place. And you're trying to find your genre, or you're trying to piggyback off of somebody else's genre and like, oh, I can do that. Do your thing, like do that thing that you do. Because the lady that gave me foundation, she was a sports mom, and so she would do like stuff for a lot of soccer moms, baseball moms. She was a soccer mom. Her daughter played softball, so I was like, that's your audience. The people gonna see you in shirts there. Me, I'm a little different. I'm present on Instagram. I teach the kids, but I was like the cool teacher. I taught PE, but I was a basketball coach, and I'm gonna see people. But at the same time, I was a teacher that played rap and trap music while the kids were running. So I'm in there.
That's good motivation.
So that was my. I say all kind of stuff. So I knew that was my lane, as opposed to me trying to cater to an audience that just wasn't my audience. That's why I said, like, when you're starting something, know who you're catering to, because you just put it out there and you're not catering to the people. Like, you're trying to get influencers that have nothing to do with like modeling. If you're doing fashion or something like that, these people, they're not going to really, showcase your product like you want them to, so make sure you that's the first thing, like, know who you're catering to, know who your target audience is. And then research what you're trying to do. Like, and I hate to say this, but I hear a lot of people all the time that say, I do t-shirts too, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But, in saying that, it's just a lot more goes into it than I just do t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? It's much more than I got a Cricut, I print something out, and that's that. That's because it's way more than that. You got to do your research on the quality of products you're putting out to people. So, I definitely say do your research. Do the research on the machines that you're using, on the type of, if you're just a t-shirt person, on the type of vinyl you're putting out there. Like, I remember ordering a bathing suit from another t-shirt, another apparel brand, and they didn't use the right type of thing on the t-shirt. I got in the water. Damn, let us just roll the hell out,
Wow.
I'm like thinking I'm it, and the letters are floating off, and they have specific, lettering and vinyl and and print for specific items. Like, so do the research behind what you're doing. I don't care if it's the food industry, whatever the case may be. Like, do the research. Take that time, learn your craft. And I know, like, when you first start, there are bumps in the road. Sometimes we'll take the shortcut to get to where we want to go. Learn it ahead of time, because that shortcut will put you back a couple steps. Because it's like, for me, it's always about putting out a great product. Even with the shirt you have on, I know I always want people to have a softer touch, a shirt that gives. I call it family reunion shirts. Them hard, crunchy shirts that people give. I be like, why? It only it costs you as a business a little bit more to give quality. And then you're charging the same price as somebody who is pushing out a quality product. And I'm just like, come on now. Just give people something that you would want.
Definitely. Did you, when you were switching out and I'm sorry, two questions. Just one question, because you already said you already knew tees was the thing. Before you actually got started with the tees, did you lose a lot of money switching from earrings to tees? Like, did you overdo it with the earrings, like buying in bulk, or you just did just a little bit here and then?
Like I said, I would make the earrings before. And then going from buying all that stuff for earrings to switching to tees, that's probably the best thing I could have did for my business was switch. Because what I did was I used to make custom earrings. So some of the stuff that's printed on my tees was on an earring. I would print on fabric. Yeah, I would print on the fabric and then do the earring. So I transitioned from doing it on earrings, a smaller canvas, and only women could wear it, to doing something both women and men could wear.
Okay. That makes sense. Be able to market to both. Definitely. Okay, and as far as for the t-shirts and everything like that, would you recommend for future business owners or boutique owners to use online vendors? Because I know when I was in the space of trying to do an activewear line, Alibaba, DHgate, all of that stuff like that was like, the thing to where you get your materials and stuff from. Do you recommend that, or do you recommend people that are more so within the States?
It's kind of I'm kind of on both sides of that, right? So if you can find a good vendor at a reasonable price in the States, go with it, because you're gonna get stuff quicker, that type of thing. But also, if you can find a vendor across the water, because you'll sometimes in getting samples and things like that, you can find somebody that you like. They have a quality product. They give you what you want every time. You stick with them, because those people like to build a bond with somebody. And the more money you giving them money, they know, like, okay, I know you like your stuff like this. And you grow with that person. You know what I mean? Like, they grow in your business with you. They almost become like your other employees, because they're ensuring that you have a quality product and both of y'all are, kind of on the same page. Because that's even with my the things I ship my stuff in. You know what I'm saying? I want a quality product. Like, so I wanted something with a handle. Like the UPS, when I drop my stuff off of UPS, they love getting my bags because it has the handle. It's wide enough for me to put as much stuff in it. And then, I'm able to put some of my my sayings on the bag. So when it comes to you, like, I get a lot of people saying, man, I don't even want to throw the bag away because the bag was it. Same thing with my boxes. I don't ship. When the time my product gets to you, hold on, I'm trying to get my box out. When it gets to you, it's coming. Custom, everything, come in CAAB Customs with, some of our stands on it. Even the tape, down to the packing tape says CAAB. So it's branding everywhere. Like, and so from even when you get your packages, it's coming with a sticker that represents our brand. And all that stuff I order across seas. And because I built that relationship with some of the people, like, I can order those bags today. And we're talking about coming from China, but it's going to happen to me by Friday.
See, yeah. Okay. And just to speak off experience with that, that's definitely a key of like forming relationships, because when I had first started my activewear line, it took like months to get like stuff. And of course, it's overseas in China, but that's a really good thing. Like, once you start building relationships, they know that this is someone that's dependable. I can trust them. So they're definitely going to be, like you said, putting money into my pocket, and, vice versa. Definitely. Okay. That's definitely a good point. Definitely forming those relationships.
With my bags, the file I sent the guy, he was like, it's the wrong file. Let me show you how to do it. Like, even, he didn't have to tell me how to do nothing. He was like, I'm going to show you how to do it from your format, save it like this, send it to me. I can go ahead and get it printed up. And had it printed up, it was here before I was ready to ship out the next few orders, So, like I'm saying, build those relationships, kind of, stay in touch. We have the apps now, such as WhatsApp and all kind of things like that, to be able to stay in touch with these people. Like, some of these, of course, the time is different. But as long as you're on them, they get exactly what you need. During the pandemic, crazy thing was, I had masks before the pandemic started. I was already selling them as just a fashion statement. My son had me, my 10-year-old, had me add them to my site. Because what are the two brothers that started? I just want to rolly.
The twin, are they twins or something like that?
They're not twins. One's older than the other. But those two brothers, they used to wear masks as a fashion statement. So my son was like, you should add this, you should add this. And I had the one that said Black AF on the site for like a year and a half before everything even happened. So when the pandemic happened, I just, like, off the muscle came up with a couple designs for me and my friend, because we were going to Puerto Rico. And so we wore the mask, the few designs I came up with in the airport, warm in the airport. Got a lot of, we took pictures in the airport, and people were definitely looking at us like, why they wearing masks? They must got it, because at that time it was like, if you're wearing a mask, you gotta have it. But we, thank you, Teo and the other one. Anyway, we go to Puerto Rico, and we have the mask on. I post it when we get to Puerto Rico, right then, and I uploaded it on my site before I posted it. By the time I got back here, I had so many orders for masks, and I was like, crap, I have masks, but I don't think I have this much. had a relationship with somebody overseas, I had masks by the drones, like thousands in a week.
Wow. That's what's up. That's what's
And I
up.
mean, like,
Definitely.
what I wanted, what I was looking for, the thickness of the mask, the cotton, the ear loop, like how I wanted the ear loops, all the things, how wide I wanted that, because it's got to be enough room for me to print on. All of that type of stuff. We were ready to go. So like before everything else, started happening, I was, definitely not gonna say I was the first one, but I definitely had, tons, to the point where a lot of people seeing it now, not patting myself on the back, but they won't see any. And I'm just gonna, just throw it out there. Not, I'm humble, but at the same time they were there.
I understand, definitely. As far as how you print your t-shirts, would you recommend a particular type of function over the other? Like, I know this is what would this be? This isn't considered like heat press, is it?
Yes, it is. It's HPV as well.
Okay.
So people just getting started. I will not start with a Cricut because I started with a Cricut. Hey, I still have 5 from when I started,
Mm-hmm.
So I started, like, I've stolen sold a couple of them. But now I use mostly transfer. So I make my designs and I have them printed for me. And then we press them on the shirt. So it's,
Is that I'm sorry, go ahead.
Some people would consider that to be in the screen printing thing because it's kind of like paint, but it's heat transfer, But I rather that now because I have over 100 designs, so that works easier for me. I can't sit here and cut every design. But when I first got started, I got like 5 designs. Then but some people don't want to print for themselves. So then you got things like Printful or Zazzle or other people that print and sometimes ship for you. Yeah, they'll either Printful. I know with them, they'll print your design. You come up with your design, you upload your file into it, you make a store on their website. They print for you. Even if you got like a little thank you note or a coupon code you want to send out, they put it in the packaging and everything.
And who was that again?
Printful.
Printful. Okay. As far as for like the cuts and stuff, do you do that yourself? Like I know you said you have a whole bunch of slogans and stuff like that. Is that like a machine that you can buy yourself and you just make the different ones and then just put them on your different shirts and make them?
That's why I was saying some people start with the Cricut or the what's the other one? Man, can't think of that one. I have one of those too. Most people start with a Cricut. Okay. Or I also have one of the bigger machines. I can't think of names right now. Cricut is just the first one.
Cameo.
Yes, that's it. Cameo. Okay. Yes. So people start with the Cameo, which is like, I feel like it's Cricut's cousin. Because they just have a different platform, but they do the same. The concept is the same. But I started that way, and I would make my designs up in another platform, bring it over to Cricut, and then print it that way.
Okay. See, I always wanted to know because I thought that I was going to use a Cricut machine for my activewear line, but that slowly turned out to be not the case. But I always wanted to know, like, how are people actually like making, like, I knew people weren't just going in and just making a new design like all the time to make like the continuous different shirts. Like if I wanted to make this shirt like where people printing this over and over again and then putting it on the shirt, so or was it like a staple like a stencil in a sense where you could just lay it down and just keep on going back and forth with just different shirts?
That's what I'm doing now, and those are called like heat transfer sheets where I took my design and somebody else printed it up for me. Now before, like I said, when I first started, the concept you thought, you putting it in there and you printing out that design over and over and over. Yep.
Okay.
It was just that, like, so it'll look something like, because this, some of my stuff for my hats, I do cut. So it'll look something like that. You know what I mean? It'll come out, you even have to weed it. You take out all the stuff that you don't want, and then you press it then.
Definitely. Have you ever thought about teaching like a Cricut 101 class or something like that? Like, helping people learn.
Crazy thing is, I'm working on that.
Oh, cool.
I'm working on like a Cricut 101 as well as a Start Your Own T-shirt company 101. Like when I say slow down, Lord have mercy, it's so much, it's so much because it's, my team is very small. Most of the time it's just me and, Kia, the one you seen at the event the other day. And it's just us and it's all these orders and it's so much more I want to do. But it's definitely forthcoming. Like I said, Cricut 101, because I've learned so much within the platform that they don't tell you, and how to, just how-tos on it that will take your business to the next level. Because we can all get in groups on Facebook and all that, but I know I'm the type of learner. I can look at your stuff on Facebook or something like that, and I'm like, I got nothing from that because I'm not a visual learner. I'm an active learner, and I gotta have something hard copy that I can look back at. Because once that video's over, once you posted that and it goes away, I missed it. You know what I mean? So having something hard copy for me to refer back to, as well as something hands-on for me to do, then yeah, that's definitely something I want to do. That's because that goes back to my teaching background. That's how I taught. I modeled it, I said it, and then I had somebody to come up and actually do it to show everybody else how to do it.
Okay, so I see on your Instagram you have like over 20,000 followers. When you first started and compared to now, how has your marketing changed for getting your product out there? And then of course, to be able to have 20,000 followers, like how are you able to put all that together to be where you are right now?
When I first started, I'd definitely say, because I came from my personal page, making my personal, because you got to have a separation. That's one thing that people hurt themselves on with marketing. Your personal and your business page is the same. People only want so much of your real life. And then some of the stuff you just don't have to show people. That needs to be your personal thing you do. But when I initially started, like I said, I came from my personal page and started a whole new page just for CAAB. And I was posting some stuff. Some people were seeing it, some people weren't, and word of mouth, people were following me that way, or people would see me at events and then follow me that way. But my marketing has changed drastically. Even how I post on my tees, sometimes you can go down my page and see, sometimes I'll post a whole outfit, like put a layout. My tee will be the main thing I'm showing you, but I'll show you exactly how to wear it, whether it's dressed up or dressed down. Even when I post on my tee, I'm trying to get it where I post more people in tees, because sometimes people don't see actual people wearing your tees. So I love it when people tag and share and stuff like that, because sometimes people won't tag and they won't share. I'll be scrolling. I'm like, that's my tee. So look, now I got to be on here stealing people pictures and reposting them and stuff. But when I say my marketing change, I mean seeing me in my tees, because I wear so many other people's tees. It's crazy. Like, I have one closet just full of t-shirts that I buy from people, and I have to tell myself, like, hey, mix your things in, mix your stuff in. And now that I've jumped on TikTok, and that has been a whole nother line of marketing. But now that I've jumped on it, I gotta be, I gotta show myself and my stuff, especially when I'm doing the different videos, because that sells it. People are like, oh, I didn't see that. And it'll be a tee I done had for 3-4 years now. But now that it's seen, on someone, as opposed to me just posting a t-shirt. Because a lot of times we'll just post a t-shirt. But you gotta kind of get creative and figure what works for your brand.
Okay, perfect. I like that, because I definitely remember seeing some of your posts where you did have the outfits on there, and I was like, I like how she did that, because a lot of people don't take the time to actually put an outfit together. So that's like really like stepping outside of the box as far as for marketing, because like you said, a lot of people want to see you in your tees and see you in your product, but sometimes people see something and it's like, I really don't know how I would wear that. But with you adding on like an outfit and everything, putting it together, it's just like, okay, I can see how I can wear that now, like how I can put all that together. So yeah, I like that. That was definitely catchy. And I think like the very first time I started following you, that's how I think that was what made me start following you, because I seen like how you had like all of those outfits like just separated with your shirt, and then had like some heels and like a clutch or something with it. It was really cute. I like that. Definitely.
Another one I would say the marketing has picked up with the I always like to piggyback off of the God is Dope method. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who all follow guys up on here, but if you follow them and you have no, and you're on their subscriber list, you get a text message probably every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day about a sale or a new item or a sale, new item. Now I'm not gonna flood you like that because that made my nerves bad. But we'll send out a secret sale, like just to see who on our subscriber list. We'll send out a secret sale. We'll send out just, upcoming things we got going on. We may even send out email blasts, because we're more prone to check their text messages because boom, we should see a text message, especially if you don't had a dry phone all day and somebody send you a text
Mm-hmm.
message. You're checking that text, period.
Yeah.
But
Who is this?
exactly. And then you're like, oh, it's just, but you at the same time, you're like, oh, well, they give me 25% off though. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go over
let
here
me
and
go
shop.
see what I can get. Right.
But even with just things like that, because you can't only base it on social media. Everybody not on social media. Your older
Mm-hmm.
crowd may not be on social media, or they're on when they're on and they're off when they're off. So you got to kind of catch people when they're in different methods. Some people it works for the TikTok or the Instagram or the Facebook. And then my Facebook followers aren't my Instagram followers, and my TikTok
Mm-hmm.
followers aren't my Instagram followers. It's just so on and so on. Because sometimes I can post a video on TikTok, hit. I'm 20,000 likes and shares in. And I post that
Mm-hmm.
same video on TikTok and on Instagram, and they're like, I mean, it's straight, but I ain't messing with it. But so you got to kind of figure out a way to hit every audience that you have, And then people ask, like, do you do paid marketing? Damn right I do.
Mm-hmm.
Influencers everything, and sometimes do you got to give a little to get something? Yes, you
Mm-hmm.
do. Um, if somebody reaches out to you and they're prominent on social media and things like that, I'm not saying that you got to give your stuff away, but find a way to get your stuff in their hands, if at
Mm-hmm.
all possible. You know what I'm saying? So, that goes back to the hat that I did a few years ago, the Anthony Hamilton wore at Essence Festival.
Oh,
Probably,
wow.
that was the best thing that happened to my business. I didn't even know, I just happened to have one of my friends, my real close friends, she was at the concert. He
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even one that was going to perform. Jill Scott brought him out. He comes out on stage with my hat on. She calls me at 2 a.m, like going crazy, like, friend, your hat is at Essence Festival. Anthony Hamilton is wearing.
Wow.
But what's crazy about that, one of my other close friends, she went to Fashion Week. She took the
Mm-hmm.
hat to Fashion Week. She wore it in Fashion Week because Fashion Week was also Black History Month, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, no, I can't send you up there and you don't have no black shit. Period.
Right.
You gotta have one day you represent for the culture.
Right.
So I did the hat. She had no idea what we were doing in the hat. I had no idea what I was gonna do with the hat. But I was like, what can I do? Came over there. She was like, it's dope. Wore it. People were taking pictures everywhere she went. I posted her picture. She posted her picture. Anthony Hamilton saw her wearing it. DM her, hey, don't know where you got the hat from, but I need it.
Oh,
She
wow.
called me, like, you're not even gonna believe who wants this hat. I don't, I'm like, bro, whatever. I'm like, the everyday person, just send them to my website. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this is not that type of situation. He was like, this is the Anthony Hamilton. We got that hat in his hands. A couple months went by, I was like, bro, he not even really rocking with the hat.
Yeah.
And he wore it there, and crazy thing is, Essence reposted it, but didn't know who the maker of the hat was. I spent the whole day finding the person who wrote the article,
Mm-hmm.
just so they could get my name attached to my hat.
I know that's right.
And it just it went up from there, and it was crazy because that was my 10th year teaching.
Oh, wow. So that was like
Yep,
a definitely like, okay, this is how we're
yeah,
gonna welcome you
that was,
into your calling.
you know what I mean? And that was my push, and I still was like, nah, nah, So, and I went back to school, and it was so crazy. One of the principals said, yeah, I seen your little hat. Because how people hit you with your little
Shady.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I was like, all right. But I was like, at the end, when I left, I was like, you remember my little hat?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm out.
Right.
My little hat,
That little hat done got me up out of here. I know that's
Exactly.
right. Wow,
Yeah,
that
so
is amazing. Because I was definitely just about to ask, like, have you ever used use a celebrity to, you know, like possibly promote your products and merchandise, but you just being able to have someone reach out to you about your stuff, like out of all the people, he could have reached out to anybody, but it's like it
Anybody.
was your hat. And then that was perfect marketing for him, like how he did that, like to wait until Essence Festival because that's like a major platform.
Ooh.
He was looking out for you right there too. That was amazing.
I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
I think while in the midst of looking for whoever wrote the article, I cried that whole day. I was just like, I was overwhelmed because I was just like, and then the orders started coming in for him, and I'm like, all right, wasn't prepared for that. But it definitely worked itself out. We still sell that hat. You know, it's still going. That was probably, and the crazy thing, that was the first fedora I ever did.
Oh
First one.
wow.
Didn't even, wasn't even prepared to do fedoras. My friend was just like, hey, I need something. And she was like, I want you to do a hat for me because she always wear fedoras. And I was like, bet, I'll do it. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'll do it. And it's gone from there.
Is
That's
there
what got
any
started. That's what got me started doing hats. And for, any kind of hat. That's what got me started doing hats.
is there anything in like the fashion attire that you haven't tried? Like have you tried to like do like your own shoes, pants? Like have you touched on any of those things like that before? Or do you have any
Yeah,
of those things coming?
definitely got some pants coming. And I did my own pants. The crazy thing, I was just doing it for a photo shoot. But so many people have requested them. I had a pair of black wide leg pants, right? Like dressy trouser type pants, printed almost all my designs on it. And so I doubled back my birthday this year. And if y'all don't mind me getting off camera, I'm going to show it to you.
Definitely. We would love to see it. This is the most interactive live we done had. I love it.
So this past January, which is my birthday, so I did a shoot then, and I wanted to kind of do a little bit of both. So I took a trench coat and printed my designs, my logo, and so one arm was all dedicated to like ratchet stuff, and then the other arm was all dedicated to cultural stuff, right? So you got to, racism is little dick energy, black girl magic, very black, very proud, and so on. And then this side was all black stuff. And then this side was all ratchet stuff, right? And then, you had to go down the back. And you can kind of go down my timeline and see how I styled it and everything. But I took the pants that I had and did the same exact thing with it. And so, stuff like that is definitely coming, forthcoming. I've done denim jackets. I've played around with shoes. I don't know how much because I'm really particular about the product. Like I said, excuse me, everything I give out, I want it to be quality. I want it to be something when somebody steps out, they're proud to, get it from my company. I don't want it to be like, man, I paid this money. Oh, talking too fast, I guess. But I don't want them to step out and they say, man, I got this and it was horrible. Kia, right. You bring some water? Sorry.
It's okay.
But,
that happened to me yesterday. I understand.
Yeah. Look, probably still dehydration from being out there and all that. Lord.
Oh, dude. It was hot out there yesterday.
We did it Saturday and Sunday. Oh, Lord.
Look, but I'm telling you, y'all had a good tent, so that was like a blessing because I was seeing a lot of other people out there who didn't have too many tents, and it didn't look too good.
That was crazy. I was like, I would have left and went and got a tent and came back. I couldn't have did it. But like I was saying, I'm really particular on putting out a quality product. So before I'll put it on my site or put it out there, I'm definitely going to make it for myself first, see how it goes, how do I like it, the response I get. I wait on, I look for feedback and things like that before I push it out to the masses. Because you don't want to push out a product and it just doesn't work,
Yeah.
And now you wasted your time, you wasted your money, So, we always try to, we play around with some stuff. But like I said, things like that forthcoming, pants, jeans, stick with the denim jackets, the trench coats, things like that. Because, sometimes I'm like, man, people don't want to wear some of this stuff, maybe I went too far. I'll say it. Sometimes I tell myself, like, all right, that might have been too far. But, sometimes it works. And the crazy thing is, and y'all excuse me, if you follow me, then I say what I say, But when I first started, my line, one of the shirts I put out there said 2 things I don't give. And it says a F and bad head, right? And I just kind of put it out there. I'm like, let's just see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Put it out there, and people were like, where can I get it? And I was like, oh, there are others.
They're like, right, you feel the same way.
I'm like, okay, it's a tribe of us. And so that's actually where the foundation of my line grew from. Like, just trying to see what people would respond to, so that's how I built the culturally ratchet thing, because before it was like, yeah, I'm not extra woke, but I'm definitely, I'm definitely coherent in what's going on in the culture. You know what I mean? And then at the same time, every now and then I get a little ratchet, So it was definitely a little bit of both. I mean, I even have. I'm trying to find it. Where you at? I can't find it right now. But anyway, I have. Where you at? Yeah, I got so many. That freaks me out sometimes. But anyway, I have like the definition of culturally ratchet, and it's based off a definition I came up with how I put the two together. Like, you're in tune with what's going on in the culture, but you also know the latest, ratchet thing going on Love and Hip Hop and the other and all kind, and stuff like that. So I mean, that because a lot of times that's how we are. We know what's going on. We're not ignorant to what's going on, but we also, we know the latest trap song and everything else too. Where I am, I'm located in Georgia, in Atlanta. Well, surrounding area, but I'm from the country. So if you from the country, and people ask you, and then I stay up here now, everybody from the country be like, yeah, I know you from Atlanta, and you can stay in Stone.
Yeah,
but
that's like decentralized.
You know what I'm saying? If you just say Atlanta, they know.
Yeah.
So I still say the same thing. I'm a country girl. Like, where you from? Where you stay? Atlanta.
Yeah, because if they're not from there, it's not like they're really gonna know like Lithonia or, like you said, Stone Mountain or Sandy Springs.
Exactly.
Where that's at? It's in Atlanta. Oh, okay then.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That makes sense. So I know you said that your son had gave you an idea as far as doing the mask from someone from the brothers. Do you see like yourself like starting maybe like a kids line with like funny, cool shirts, themes, and stuff like that? Like, is your son into the fashion industry like you?
He's into whatever I'm going on with, but he wants to start his own thing. But we both have locks. We've been locked. I've been locked for going on 4 years. Him going on 3 years. So he's like, he wants to start something for that. But I definitely, every now and then I'm like, I like doing stuff for kids too. So I definitely have been thinking about it. It's just like, how far is too far sometimes. I gotta, I need somebody on my team that kind of works with that area a little bit more. Even though I've taught school, I'm still all right, you probably went too far with that one, type person. Because even when I was a teacher, I'd say some stuff and the kids would be like, they knew what I meant, but it was like, come on now. Come on. Really?
Okay.
I'm going to throw back up real quick because I seen somebody say, they were like, no, I meant to put because that's what you were saying when you were looking for.
When we were looking for the definition.
Oh, yeah.
Look, because I thought they were saying too, like, what state you in? Okay. We got you now. Because that show was lost a little second too. So you did say that you would recommend overseas vendors and everything like that, like depending on what you're purchasing.
Yeah, depending on what you purchase, what you're purchasing, you get a good vendor. Like I said, work with people, get samples, and like touch it, feel it. I'm that type of person. Like even with
Mm-hmm.
t-shirts, and I get them local. I still get. I've got so many different brands. And I touch, I feel. I want to know exactly what I wear it. Like I want to put it on. I want to know even after I wash it, what it's gonna do. I put my designs on different stuff. I want to wash it. I want to know how long it's gonna last. Those type of things. So like even with you ordering cross seas, do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend that has a athletic line. She's very particular about her stuff. Cause we're thicker girls, so she makes sure to
Mm-hmm.
have like no squat proof pants. If you squat, you don't want to be in the gym, your butt out and all kind of stuff
Crack
like that.
showing.
Exactly. And then everybody's not a crop top person. Some people need a little bit longer. So she makes sure to have those long. It's for everybody. So she kind of give a little bit for everybody. And I like that type of thing because that means you're putting thought into not just
Mm-hmm.
yourself and what you like, but the customer as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's definitely a good one. And yeah, I like that tiny boutique group they had said that because that was definitely about to ask that. Like, would you be open to maybe someone say if uh-oh.
What did you say now?
I think it can you hear me?
Uh,
Oh,
barely.
let me
Let me
take my
see what's
AirPod
going
out
on. Give me just a
because I
second.
can hear
I'm sorry.
myself echoing.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I can kind of hear you.
Can you hear me now?
It's like quiet. I don't know if it messed up my speaker when they tried to call through, so it's messing me up.
Hold on, let me try.
I can find my Bluetooth.
Mm.
Okay, go ahead. I can hear you. I
You
don't
can
know
hear
what
me
else
now?
I can hear. Uh huh.
Okay, perfect. So, say like if someone wanted to, like if they're getting started, and since you are more established into the business with fashion as well, would you be open to not necessarily drop shipping, but like kind of helping them with their information or providing your vendors, like how like people would sell their vendor list and stuff like that? Have you ever like thought about doing anything like that when it came down to like the fashion industry, like helping them find who to go to and what's good
I'm
vendors and
definitely
stuff like that?
open. Yeah, I'm definitely open. Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah.
hear me? Okay. I'm definitely open to helping other businesses. The only thing about that sometimes is people want stuff for free. I have to say that. And it's that's time. It's definitely time. But I don't mind helping. I don't mind dropping tips every now and then, giving tidbits. I actually have a couple people now that I'm helping with starting their line.
Mm-hmm.
They were once getting something printed by somebody else, and now they're like, I want to do it for myself because the overhead from somebody else printing, I gotta wait on them to print it, and then I gotta wait on um I gotta wait on them to print it, wait on me to get it, wait on me to pack it. I'd rather just do the whole process myself as instead of me trying to send it out and have it done. Or even sometimes I tell people, like, if you're in the industry, then let me show you how to do it for yourself, as opposed to you trying to have me do all the work, because I still got processing time and I still got to put you in with me, like through with my orders. I can't stop my store just because you're like, hey, I need shirts by Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It don't work like that. It's a process. And I get people, and it's so crazy because how I started to where I am now, people still kind of look at it as I know tip, as opposed to that's Tiffany, the owner of CAAB Customs. And
Yeah.
and I hate that sometimes people's like, well, that's rude. I just was asking for a little shirt, but it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect my business like you do Walmart and anybody else.
Yeah.
I'm like I have in my bio for custom orders, email or check this website or whatever, and people still gonna DM me and be like,
hey, so look, girl, I got my birthday coming up Friday. Your birthday been the same day every year. Like, why would you wait till the week of or that Wednesday before to get a shirt? And then I have to stop doing what I'm doing. And when I say I'm a different type of creative, like I really go in, like, cause I'm like, I need to know everything you want, and I'm trying to process that. And then I'm a font person. If the font doesn't look good, I don't care what the wording says. If you got good words and you do a trash font, for me, I'd be like, ah, man, I really want to buy that shirt, but it's the font for me. I can't do it. Like, I just can't do it. Because if you got a bold wording, you have a bold statement, and you put it in the smallest font or like Times or Arial or something like that, I'm like, ah, man, because it's like a bold statement, so you need a bold font. You know what I'm saying? So I like helping people. I would like helping people with things like that, or how to, help take the direction of their business in a certain place. But I can't sit down and give everything because that's my time. That means I'm taking time away from things I could be doing for my business, and that's usually what people are looking for. Like, just give me. I don't want to do the research. I don't want to do that, but that's how I got to where I am, and I'm still doing the research, and I still look for different companies to work with and different people to work with. Do I like to do what I do collaborations? I would. I collab with one of my friends. She has a she directs and acts in movies, and she has a line called Pretty for a Big Girl, but for a big is marked out. It's just pretty girl. I'm pretty, period. Not because I'm big, not because I'm black, not because it's just pretty, period. And we collab, and so when people orders come in, that goes back into her business. Of course I take a percentage, I do the labor, but at the same time, we pushing back in her business, and we pushing, like, she has a movie coming out on the 18th, Pretty for a Big Girl, and we ready for that, to push our product for that, so everybody be in their shirts, and ready to go. So I'm okay. I'm definitely okay with doing collabs, but I'm not okay with me doing the work, but you taking the credit. That's
You doing a lot of work. I definitely understand that. So as far as for when it comes to the businesses and vendors that you use, what do you look for? What advice would you tell someone if they're looking for the right vendor or the right business to, start up their company? What do you?
Okay. And it goes back to what I was saying before. Like, do your research. If look for reviews and things like that. Because even with, like, when you're using Ali and stuff like that, you can still find out who's mostly using this vendor, because they put the statistics and the analytics about each vendor on there. So look for things like that. Look for reviews. Look for their turnover time, and even get in contact with those people directly if you're using vendors. Like, stop trying to buying directly off Ali, because you can jump off of Ali. You can find a vendor there, but you can get them people information. You talk directly to them, as opposed to I got to use this platform to talk to them. No, like I said, you can get to a point where it seems like those people become your employees, or you're working alongside these people because you've built that relationship with them. Another thing about vendors, like I said, get the product, touch the product. Don't do pre-sales on some stuff you ain't never seen. Like, that bothers the crap out of me. People will do pre-sales, they haven't had a sample of it, then they get it, the shirt paper thin, and now you got to put that product out to people because you didn't take the time to research and actually touch it, feel it, look at it. How is this product gonna look? Because when you putting out a product and you're a business that's trying to grow, you're putting your name out there, because it's not you put it out there and people gonna blame the people you got it from. No, they didn't know who was behind the scenes. It's you, so they gonna come back to CAAB like, man, y'all trash. You know what I mean? So touch it, feel it. Make sure you have it first. I'm all for a pre-sale, but make sure you know what product you're pre-selling. Because when it comes in, that bulk of stuff come in, and you done ordered all this stuff, and it's like, oh man, I went with this, but I done sold it, so now I gotta sell it because I don't want to give people back their money. Get that stuff, check it out, make sure it's something, a quality product that you would put you, your friends, your family in.
Gotcha. And that makes,
because at the end of the day, when you have a business, a lot of your customers become your friends. They become your family. They become, it's so many people I've met on Instagram, on social media, that have definitely become friends. Like, I see them in public, or I see them around town. They're like,
I know you, and then we spark up a conversation. Now we done exchange numbers. We
Mm-hmm.
hang out, or we catch up. You know what I'm saying? Like even when you came in my booth the other day, like we didn't know each other from Houston. We went to the same school. That made us family. Ram gonna be in the bush all the time. We
All
gonna
the
see each other.
time.
But outside of that, you came in. It was so inviting. You know what I'm saying? We knew each other. It was like today we were just gonna be having a conversation amongst friends and letting everybody else listen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I like that vibe. When you have a business, you want to, not saying that y'all gotta be my best friends because people get too intrusive then. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel like y'all can tell me and say whatever you want to me in my DM, and I need you to know that don't work like that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I'll be like, it's probably not the best way. I'll type out my answer to you and I have to delete it and be like, you gotta be professional. You can't be Tip in these DMs. But
Yeah.
they came in your DMs like they wanted to talk to Tip and not Tiffany, the business owner. But hey, I get, I come correct. I even have to consult people for answers sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, I got a friend. She does that. I be like, hey sis, how can I answer this question without being myself?
Uh-huh.
And it be like that. But like I said, when you building this, you're building a tribe. You're building a group of people that you want to keep coming back. Let me tell you, sometimes I just go in my Shopify and look at my orders just to see who's ordered more than once, just to say, I say out loud, Lord, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for people trusting my expertise, trusting my creativity and coming back, and saying, oh my God, I like what you're doing and I want to be a part of it, or I want to wear it. I want to have something. Even the people that can't buy something but repost my stuff just off the muscle of, man, I seen it. It was dope. That's just like somebody shopping sometimes because somebody saw that stuff that wouldn't have never saw it just because they posted it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely okay. So in closing, are you going to be having any pop-up shops coming up any time soon? This one that you had this past weekend?
Yes. Got one coming up at the end of the month. It's called Booze and Pancakes. If you're in
Mm-hmm.
the Atlanta area, look on Eventbrite for Booze
Yeah.
and Pancakes. It's an adult event. I like a good adult event because my stuff is not for adult event. The kid friendly stuff is cool too. I love it. I tell the parents sometimes I be like, that's not for kids. But it's called Booze and Pancakes. It's
Mm-hmm.
at the end of July. I got one coming up in about 2 weeks on the 17th. It'll be in Conyers, Georgia. It's like it's at the gym that I work out at.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll be kind of pushing my, some of my athletic wear because on my fitness page, people are like, man, because I'm always wearing different, people's workout gear. I'm the same way. I'm like an addict for workout gear. So I'm trying to push my own line. I'm getting it started. We got like the gym hoe bag. Cause I'm always at the gym, so I'm a hoe for that gym shit, and the workout clothes. So I took my same stuff from CAAB and kind of transitioned it, So I got the whole bag for CAAB, and then the gym whole bag, over on that line, and that'll be something forthcoming on the site as well. So I got that coming on the 17th, and I'll be posting that. Y'all look for that on my page, and then the booze and pancakes at the end of the month.
Okay,
And
perfect.
then in September, the Black Boy Art Show. And that is always a hit. Like the Black Girl Art Show and the
Mm-hmm.
Black Boy Art Show, it is a vibe to be in here in Atlanta. Because you like so many creatives and artists come out, and not just your regular temporary, just portraits. It's
Mm-hmm.
like all kind of stuff, and then people are singing, and it's just a vibe. It's just like just a black cultural vibe. You feel like you're amongst family. You feel like you at the cookout. So that's a great thing coming up in September. Like if you see me post about the Black Boy Art Show, the Black Girl Art Show, be in the building because it is a vibe.
So it's
And
two of
none of these people be giving me promo. None of these people be paying me to be putting their name out there. I'm just that type of person. If it's a vibe, I'm gonna tell you about it.
That's
If
what's
it's a
up.
good product, I'm gonna tell you about it.
That's what's up. Definitely appreciate the reels. So how can everyone get in contact with you? Are you only on Instagram? I know you have your website, but what's all your social media information?
Website, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And I tell everybody this. This is another business tip.
Mm-hmm.
When you start your business and you got different platforms, your name should be the same everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
So when you jump on whatever you jump on, and if you can stop all the underscores or the dashes and all that stuff. I can't remember that. People have a time trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany underscore CAAB underscore custom.
Mm-hmm.
If you can
This,
in any any way you can put it where everything's the same, keep it the same. So that there goes for me. Everything's the same everywhere I go. Facebook, CAAB Customs. Instagram, CAAB Customs. TikTok, CAAB Customs. Website, CAABCustoms.com. And I throw this one in too. Cash out, CAAB Customs. Just in case you want to bless my business. You know what I mean? Every now and then, a little blessing don't
it don't hurt nobody.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, try to keep. I tell people like try to, if at all possible, keep it the same everywhere you go. Because I have like now some of my TikTok people coming over to Instagram and they're like, man, I seen you on TikTok. Because if you're on TikTok and you don't follow somebody, they can't DM you over there, and that's what I like about it. They can't come in your DMs with that craziness because they're like, this person does not follow you. You do not follow them. So, but they'll jump over here and, on Instagram, like, I just want to tell you, I really like what you're doing, X, Y, Z. Mm-hmm. So, they can find, like I said, you can find me everywhere the same way, CAAB Customs. If you want to go to the website, CAABCustoms.com, you don't feel like typing it in, you want to be lazy, go to my Instagram, hit the link in my bio.
Yep. Come on,
and it'll tell you everything I got going on, events, new arrivals, all that type of stuff. Because every now and then you want to have a good link tree that links people to everything you have going on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still the same, CAABCustoms.com. And when you go over to the website, make sure to subscribe, because I told y'all I send out secret sales and stuff. I don't even post it on Instagram. I just trying to see who really messing with your girl like that. So I'll send every night. So for Juneteenth, we did a 65% off sale. And that was probably, 65% off on all the tees and all the sweatshirts.
That's a good sale.
Will I say I was crazy for that? Hell yes. But it was great, and then I knew that let me know who was rocking with me, because let me tell you, when the sale started at 9 o'clock, I did 65% off for 65 minutes, right? For us being free-ish since 1865, right? Mm-hmm. So at 9 o'clock, I started the sale. People had cashed out and checked out at 9 o'clock. I was like, wait, what time you got on to start shopping? Because I'm thinking, people going to get on and start shopping. Carts were already ready to go.
Oh, they was
ready to submit. So, like I told people, please be patient with us. We had a surplus of orders to come in, a surplus of blessings to come in. Mm-hmm. And we're still processing them, and we're getting them out every day. Every day I got a UPS man pulling up to my door to pick up orders. And bro be like, bruh. And I'm like, hey, bro, it's your job. Like, so we know each other by name at this point. Like, we know each other by name. He even pulled up like, hey, man, you went to Auburn State? You went to Fort Valley? Just asking. Because, that's how people pull up on me. Like, you went to Auburn State? Mm-hmm. You went to Fort Valley?
Right.
And, so every now and then, like I said, we send out, a sale blast or a new arrival blast, just kind of keeping you in the loop of what we're doing over here in CAAB. So, that's kind of what we got going on.
Perfect. Are these on your site?
Yes, they are.
Okay, because my a little jealous because he didn't get one. So I was like, have to ask her.
You should have told me
about it, because he was like, "When you get one of them?" I was like,
Perfect. And that's the thing, like when you order from us, and I don't tell everybody to do this, it's something I like to do, because every now and then when you get something from a company and they give you just a little something extra, it's always a come on back, you know what I mean? So, in each order we send something. You either get a button, a pen, a magnet, something that kind of makes you feel like, hey, I'm glad I shot with them. And we like to do something like that. You know what I mean? Like we even, like I said, we put a sticker on the box or the bag, and I think this month's sticker says I don't give a F what the CDC say. You better wear your motherfucking mask. You know what I mean? So we always try to give you something. Not just to come back and shop with us, but at least something that says we appreciate you for shopping with us.
Perfect.
And then, if you want to come on back, do that.
Exactly.
Tell your brother, sister, you know what I'm saying? Tell your baby mama, tell your baby daddy. All that right there.
Oh my gosh. So I appreciate you, Miss Tiffany. This was an amazing interview, IG Live. I really appreciate you coming on here, giving us all of this good information. I'm definitely going to make sure that I put in the comments, everything about your event, so everybody can know like where
Okay.
to find you, where you're going to be at, so they can come in and get some of the culturally ratchet
Cool
material.
beans.
It's really like amazing. I love all my shirts.
Thank
Right.
you. Thank you. And look,
Amazing.
you gotta let the people see your shirt. Let them see your shirt. You were the first one to get that shirt.
Heavy on the black. Look, definitely
Heavy
heavy.
on it. Heavy. And
Definitely.
that was unisex. I did it in pink, but it's still unisex, you know? Because, you know, if you out here protecting the black one, like mine says, black women get shit done. Period. Period.
We do. Definitely. Well, I definitely appreciate you. I'm definitely gonna have to hit you up because I forgot to tell you about this um fashion show that's going on at Albany State for homecoming. I mean,
Oh, yes.
yesterday, so I'm gonna definitely hit you up after this so I can give you the information if you want to come down and be available.
Definitely. Like, definitely. And, you know, let me know about things like that. If you ever want me to come back on, you know, we talk about some other, you know, aspects of the business. I'm fine with that too. This has been great. Usually I'm nervous, but I told you, you know, you were so welcoming yesterday, and we, you know, we kind of caught up like we knew each other already. I knew, you know, jumping on here because usually I'm like, oh my god, oh, I'm nervous, you know. But it was easy, you know, it was easy going. You know, I looked at the questions, but I like to go kind of like off the cuff, you know, and just kind of take because when you overstudy it, you know, you
We
put some
met
stuff together that wasn't even you.
just organically
Exactly.
flow off. Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely. All right. Well, I appreciate it, Tiffany, and we definitely look forward to everything that CAAB Customs have on the way. I know it's gonna be a blessing, and it's definitely up from here. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome, and I will see you soon. Thank you guys, everybody who's tuned in with us. Y'all have a good one, and enjoy the rest of your holiday.
All right. Look, or the people's holiday.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right.
Because it's, you know, we looking at it, it's 16 days. It's 16 days after Juneteenth.
Yeah, it's not a holiday no more. So,
Happy
yeah,
16 days after Juneteenth.
enjoy this free day.
All right. Bye.
Have a good one. Be safe.